Hello and welcome to Chapter 11 of my project. As you can see, I've gotten quite a bit more of my base built. Just a quick little tour. These walls are a bit on the temporary side, but over here is sort of the library magic area. There's my enchanting table, and this is my MystCraft writing desk. We're going to get into that later. This is going to be storage, and as you can see, I've built some iron chests. Now, this comes from a mod called Iron Chests, and which is a little bit of a misnomer. They actually have iron, gold, diamond, copper, silver, and crystal chests, and an obsidian chest. But and what they do is that they store more for each one. So a regular wood chest, just do this real quick, I'll show you. A regular wood chest has 3 rows of 9 slots available. And you can put 2 wood chests together and then make a double chest that looks like this. And that gives you 6 rows of 9 slots. An iron chest is the same as a double wood chest. There's 6 rows of 9 items. But it's only in one space. And you can't connect them, so I can't put 2 iron chests together and get 12 rows of 9 space. They're solitary, but it does mean that they take up a lot less space and they can be put next to each other, which is good. And this area here is going to be my storage room. Real quick, I'll show you. I had built a gold chest earlier, and I think it is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 9 rows. So each level that you go up, you get more and more space. So this is so much space it doesn't even really fit properly on my screen. But that's also because I'm recording at a lower rate. So anyway, this is going to be my storage room / crafting room. I just haven't gotten around. I've been slowly moving the stuff that I had over here. I'm moving it over into this area, but I'm doing it kind of slowly. And then, of course, my Tinker's Construct room, which you've already seen. There will be walls in here eventually that will designate that all out. This here is going to be the Grand Hall. I realized that my original idea was for this to be twice as big as what I had previously. And so anyway, this is going to be the Great Hall, which every good base or castle usually has a large hall with which to entertain guests, and that is what this is going to be for. But as I said, I'm just slowly moving things around to where they need to be. But and then this is just the main entry hallway. That's where you come in at, and down at the end of the main entry hallway, you go up the stairs, and the Great Hall will be twice as tall. And the second floor, though, on this side, I'm not exactly sure what all will be up here yet, but this is where my bedroom will be. I haven't gotten around to finishing the walls or the ceiling, so that is why I just have the bed in the middle here. Now, I don't have much in the way of design skills or aesthetic skills, how to make things look good or look better. I am not very good at that at all. My stuff is kind of built more for functionality. A place to do my Tinker's Construct, a place to do my magic, a place to do my storage and my generic crafting. That's kind of how I tend to do things. And that's true in the real world for me as well. I don't have much design sense. But there's one really easy way to turn a house into a home and to feel more comfortable and more lived in. And that is with a painting. Putting up a painting is just an easy way to make you feel right at home. And right now I don't have any wood, which I need to make sticks. So I'm going to go get some, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I got some wood. All I need is a piece of wool I'll just use a piece of white wool here, and sticks, like so, and a piece of wool in the middle, and you get a painting. So once you have your painting, you can put it on the wall just by clicking like so, and then you have your painting. And that will make your home so much more beautiful. Okay, at this point, I'm going to try and do something. Haven't tried this yet, but I believe if I put these bricks like so, I'll get some bakeware. Now, if you remember, well, it's over there and you can't see it right now, but if you remember, I made a pineapple farm. It is over here, right there. You barely see it. There's the wheat on this side, and there's pineapple on that side, and I can kind of even see that there's one grown there. And the pineapple farm has been working. It was a little bit slow getting started, but now it's just fine. So I have pineapples, and there they are. So why did I do that? Well, I wanted to try something that I thought is going to be delicious. What I need is some sugar. And I get those from sugar canes, and I just put some over here. There we go. Sugar canes. I actually have, you can see there right along the water's edge there, I've planted a bunch of sugar canes. So I have some sugar canes planted. And so if I go here, and I have some pork chops that I had collected from some pigs that had gotten in my way. And so I believe if I put some bakeware, some pork chops, some pineapples, I have to turn the sugar canes into sugar. Let's do about 10 of them. Like so. Good. Okay, so we have the pork chops, we have pineapples, we have sugar, and we have cherries, and we get pineapple ham. Oh my goodness, that sounds yummy. So let's make, how many of these can I make right now? I can make 3. Oh my goodness. Let's eat this and see how much hunger it gives me. I'm at 6 right now. I went up to 12. So that's really good. You can see it takes longer to eat. It's considered a meal. And one of the things that this Hunger Overhaul mod does is the more hunger that something restores for you, the longer it will take to eat it. So it's just a little bit more, I guess, realistic, if you will. So I have a couple more pineapples that I had collected earlier. So I'll put those in there. This, by the way, is the project bench. I haven't shown this yet. This is another mod I have installed called the project bench. It's an upgrade. It's from your regular crafting table. It does a couple of nice things about it. Let me demonstrate. Let me put these things away, and let me demonstrate with making a fruit salad. Here's a regular crafting table, and a fruit salad is made by putting this like this and putting 2 cherries like that. And I can make 1 fruit salad. And then, of course, I can put more cherries and make another fruit salad. If I put these in here, or let's say as an example, I put these in here, but for some reason I didn't have my mixing bowl. So I started and then went, oh shoot, I don't have my mixing bowl. If I leave this, all of that just falls out onto the ground. And I can pick it up, of course, but it just falls out to the ground. The project bench is really nice because, first of all, if I make my recipe like so, and put the cherries in it like so, and then as long as I put the items that are used in here into the inventory slots in this level, I can keep making this, and you see it pulls it out of here. The other thing that's nice is, let's say again that I had forgotten my mixing bowl. I put that in there. If I leave, it's still there. They don't fall out onto the ground. I can go off, find the mixing bowl that I lost somewhere, and then come back. Everything is where I had left it, put it in my mixing bowl, and make my fruit salads. Unless I drop them on the ground like I just did. Another neat thing is if you do that, you can see it renders on top of the project bench what it is that you are making in there. And that's pretty cool. as well. So, as I said before, I have my bakeware. It's a pineapple, it's a pork chop, it's sugar, and a cherry. And I can make 2 more of those. And they are quite yummy. So, yeah. I saw that recipe earlier and decided that I wanted to make pineapple ham because it sounded delicious. And I went through all that effort to build a pineapple farm. And look, I can see now there's even more pineapples down there, so I can make even more pineapple ham. Over here, you can see my sheep. They are doing pretty well down there. There's a few babies down there you might be able to see. Right there, and right there, and right there. Pretty high up, so some of them aren't going to render properly when they get to a certain distance. But yeah, I've been breeding them. If you remember, I started with 5, and now I have quite a few more. Every chance I get, I run by and I breed them. I haven't yet started shearing them, but that's one thing that I will start doing fairly soon. I think that's all the updates I have for now. I've just glutted myself on pineapple ham, but for now, I think what I need to do is continue building the rest of my castle. Okay, I discovered another recipe. I needed water for this, so I created myself a little fountain up here. Oh, I guess I didn't mention this. I've moved my cooking stuff up here, and I think it would make sense that my the cooking and the bedroom would be up on this level. Basically because it didn't really fit anywhere down in here. Like I said, this is the Great Hall, and this is going to be storage and crafting. This is the magic area. This is the Tinker's Construct tool and weapon creation area. So I was going to put the kitchen maybe in this area, but it just didn't feel right. So what I've done is I've put it up here. So anyway, I needed a source of water, so I went ahead and created a little fountain. And I don't know if this is where it's going to stay. Again, without the walls, sometimes it's hard to decide how you're going to do things. But anyway, recipe I discovered. Okay, earlier in my series, I went and I got a bunch of potatoes from the village that's way over there. And the reason I did that is because in vanilla Minecraft, baked potatoes are probably one of the easiest, most filling foods that you can get. And not being prepared for the Hunger Overhaul mod, I went ahead and grabbed just a ton of potatoes for that reason. And then I get them, and they're not as useful in this mod. But I discovered something I can do with them. If I get out a mortar and pestle, and put a potato in there, I get flour. All right. Now, if I take that flour and get a mixing bowl and combine it with some water, and is that right? Water. I feel like I'm missing. Oh, water and salt. Water and salt. There we go. Then I get dough. And then if I take dough and some bakeware with some sugar and some cherries, and of course I've got a ton of cherries because I have that cherry farm over there. See all the cherries? With some cherries, I get cherry pie. And man, I gotta tell you, when I saw that recipe in there and the fact that I can make it fairly simply, ooh boy, I was excited. Now, I don't know that I've ever had any dough that's been made out of potatoes. I'm sure it's fairly common, potato dough. So a potato dough cherry pie, I don't know, but I'm going to ignore where the dough came from and just consider this to be a delicious cherry pie. So yeah, I got myself a cherry pie, and I can eat that. And yeah, yummy, yummy, yummy. So real quick, if I do this again, let's make a bunch of these. Since I'm here, I will make a bunch of flour, like so. And flour, water, salt, and a mixing bowl is dough. Let's go ahead and get some more water, like so. And for some reason, a bucket of water becomes 4 fresh water, so I'll take that. Put that in there, get some more dough, I might as well do this 8 more times. I've got the stuff there for it. Okay, water, and put that in there. Dough, great. All right, and let's see. I've got 14 dough, so I need 11 more sugar and 10 more cherries. So there's 8 cherries and 10 cherries and 11 more sugar right there. Excellent. And so we put these in here. So bakeware, dough, cherries, sugar, cherry pie. And as you can see, cherry pie is a nourishing meal. And also while I'm up here, I might as well go ahead and make some more. I went down and harvested a whole bunch more of my pineapples. And let's do this. And I got bakeware, I got that, and I got cherries. Ooh, I forgot something. Oh, I forgot the sugar. The sugar out. Turn the sugar canes into actual sugar. Put that in there, and whoop. Oh, yeah. What am I missing? Pineapple. No, I got pineapple in there. Oh, the cherries. I forgot to put the cherries in there. Like so. Okay. So I got pineapple ham for my meal and cherry pie for my dessert. And I gotta tell you, that just sounds just amazing. Just stupendously amazing. So yeah, I gotta tell you, I think I've got my food problem all settled, and I shouldn't have any more issues with it. And in fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this food right up here into my knapsack so that I will always have it on me. Well, as you can see, I've been breeding the sheep, and I have quite a few of them in there now in this little pen. I do have a couple that managed to sneak their way out. Well, they didn't actually sneak their way out. I had an incident with a creeper. He came along and he blew up in this area and took out a good chunk of my fence, and a lot of the sheep got out. So I've been slowly getting them back into the pen when I can. Let's see if I can get this baby and this guy over here back in the pen. Come on, guy. Come on, little guy. Follow me, thank you. Come up on here. Oh, there's one there too. Another one that got out somehow. Got him. I got both of them in, and I got the baby in. So, yeah. It's very loud in this area because of all the sheep. But, yeah, my sheep pen there is doing pretty good. The next thing that I need to think about is, it has to do with, I have all these sheep. I have white ones and I have gray ones, but I'm going to need a lot of wool, and I need a lot of wool of different colors for the big project. And the way we turn the wool into different colors is with dyes, and we can get the dyes from these flowers. So these magenta wildflowers, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, are probably going to give me magenta dye. But, and in fact, if we go here and look through, we will see we get magenta dye from the magenta wildflowers. We can maximize that by using a water bottle and redstone. But what I had noticed was that if I put 2 of these magenta wildflowers, I get 2 magenta flower seeds. And so I want to do that because I don't know what happens, or I don't know how these look when they get planted. So I'm going to plant them and take a look at what it does, and based on what it does, I'll be able to figure out what I want to do with them. Okay, so I'm just going to see if I can plant this anywhere, and I cannot. So the next choice would be to see if it will plant on tilled soil. So let me get out my mattock here, and let me see if I can just find a little patch of ground that's near, this will work, near the water. And let's do that, and I might as well do 2 of them, and do that, and do that. Okay, so it appears that I can plant them almost as if they were crops. A little bit unusual. I should have brought some bone meal with me. Okay, bone meal. Let's see what happens. Alright, it grows up, and then do I just... Oops. Let me get the bone meal again. That might not be at its maximum. Well, it certainly looks like it is. What happened? I got 2 seeds out of that. Well, that can't be right. Well, let me just go ahead and risk all of my bone meal here to see if this grows even more. Let me make an extra space. Nothing is happening beyond this point. Alright. Well, I'm going to leave these here, and I will come back to them later. But knowing that I can plant them, I think that these are not fully grown. No, it's not doing what I thought it would do. Well, I'm going to leave these and come back to them later and see if they've grown to another stage beyond this one. And if they have, that will give me some ideas on maybe what we can do with them. But I think that will probably be all I'm going to have for this chapter. Thank you again, once again, for joining me. I'll see you next time.